Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, 10 Platter B series of videos I've been doing for the water. I go over there, try out food and drink items, stuff, and drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I've been meaning to do this one for a little bit now. I literally took, I bought this item like maybe like a week and a half ago. And I specifically left it in my car because I was like, I'm going to review this like tomorrow. It's going to happen. And then it just didn't happen. I'm reviewing it now. It's been cold. It'll be fine. But anyway, folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yam around about for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means that I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. That is kind of the case in that, again, I found this like about a week and a half ago, but it was a thing. I was leaving work, so. But anyway, what is the thing? Why did I leave it in the car? What are we doing here? Well, folks, because sure, boom, it's Stan's Donuts and Coffee, cold brew coffee. I don't know. So, okay. I'm not familiar with Stan's Donuts, but I saw the thing and I was like, that looks like a thing I could review. Sometimes I review coffee-related things. So, yeah, okay. That should be fine. One of the downsides of having it in my truck for a little bit. Got a little bit dusty. Yeah, so, I mean, I could use it, man. You can tell I'm a little bit right now, so let's give it a go. I mean, it's not going to fizz up, but, or it will. I don't know what the fuck Stan's Donuts is. I'll have to look that up. Maybe that's like a local thing. If it is a local thing, then this will end up on my Sampler Platter Local Love playlist. If it's a local thing. Smells like coffee. Tastes like coffee. Don't know why I'm a little bit surprised. Tastes like coffee. Okay, yeah, all right. It tastes like it's black coffee, which, if you watch my channel, you know that I'm not a big black coffee guy. I don't know why black coffee exists except as a strictly utilitarian type of format, because, yeah, I mean, you know, it'll definitely help wake you up because it tastes nasty as hell. To be fair, there are different levels of nastiness when it comes to coffee. This one is okay, I guess. I mean, it's a strong black coffee. It's got a lot of bitterness to it. Well, I shouldn't say a lot. That kind of... Oh. Yeah. Let me emphasize right now, this is not necessarily a distinction of the quality of the product. This is more on me personally, because, again, I'm not a black coffee person. So, Brandon, why are you reviewing black coffee, I hear you ask? I don't know, man. Because I look for shit to review, and this was like, this looks like it could be a little interesting. It's black coffee, man. I mean, you know what? I'll say this. I've had way worse black coffee. You know, back when I was, I think like really the first time I ever had black coffee was probably when I was like a late teenager. Because my parents, my dad and my stepmom, they used to always have coffee brewing. And I really wasn't too into the whole coffee thing even then. You know, but every now and again I would go over there. Like, again, it was utilitarian. It was one of those things where it's like, I would go over there and drink some if I needed, like, you know, just something to be like, kind of, you know, kick me awake. That's really what I was there for with it. And that stuff was dog shit bad. I don't know how they drank that stuff. I think that was just an older generation type of thing. Because it's like, for me personally, it's like, look, if I'm going to drink coffee, first of all, I want a bunch of stuff in it so it hardly tastes like coffee. But beyond that, I would like it to at least be somewhat nice coffee. This is okay. I've had Dunkin' Donuts coffee worse than this. I'll say that. Um, Characteristics of this particular black coffee. It drinks smooth for about 0.2 seconds, and then the bitterness kicks in. The bitterness isn't like, also, it's not like super acidic or anything. And it's not, I mean, it's very evident, and it's not what I would consider pleasant because I'm not a big fan of the bitterness aspect, but it's not like an extreme bitterness, you know, it's a cold brew, so that's a thing. I'll say this. If I drank enough black coffee, I could probably get used to it. I don't think I would ever like it necessarily, but I think I could at least deaden my palate to it. I don't understand you know what, I mean, it's, you know, just different tastes. That's fine. Honestly, I mean, again, I'm probably like one of the least qualified people to properly review something like this. But what I can say is this. For me personally, it tastes like a slightly better than middle of the road coffee that I've had in terms of like other coffees that I can relate it to. It's definitely nothing high end, but you know, I mean, I guess it's from a donut shop or something like that. I could see that. I could genuinely see that being a thing. Especially if you're kind of, you know, doing the old-timey, you know, stopping in for a donut and a coffee type of deal. I could see this being coffee that works well in that environment. I do think personally that we as a society have in many ways moved past it, but I also understand that there is 100% still a portion of people who this is their jam. This is, you know, they just like straight black coffee, you know, and it's not terrible for what it is. Like, again, it's not overly acidic or anything like that. It doesn't really stand out to me as being anything exceptional, but it's not outright horrible either, you know. It is black coffee. And in that regard, it has all of the strengths and weaknesses that black coffee would have. And I would say that its strengths probably outweigh its weaknesses, at least by a little bit. So, I'll give it to it. Even if I don't particularly like it. 2 questions have to be asked, though. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? No, and kinda. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not going to get this again. Maybe if they have a flavored version, you know, if they have one with cream and coffee or cream and sugar or some shit, I don't know. You know, maybe I would give it a go. But just a straight black coffee, there's no reason for me to try that again. If I'm recommending it, I mean, you know what? If I would imagine getting the fresh stuff straight from the brew and the whole thing. I imagine it's probably a better overall black coffee experience. But, I mean, for being what it is, it's black coffee on the go. Like I said, I can tolerate it, and I don't like black coffee very much. So, there's something to be said for that. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go have yourselves a truly black coffee-tastic rest of your life. It's not my jam, but hey, my jam is going to be different from everybody else. Everybody's jam is individual and special in its own way. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world as much as possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do all the time, I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and bullshit. And sometimes you review black coffee and you're thinking to yourself, why did I decide to review black coffee? And then you're just like, well, it seemed interesting, you know, and the thing. And then you're just like, but you have a million other things that you could have reviewed. And it's like, yeah, I make bad decisions. But even when we make bad decisions, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're going to try yourself out some Stan's Donuts and Coffee. And maybe you're going to be like, yeah, okay, this is some pretty decent black coffee because you actually know about black coffee. And you can go over there and hit me up in the comments section and leave all kinds of notes and stuff and be like, do. And I'll be like, because I don't know shit about black coffee. And I love you folks. Everybody who watches my stuff, thank you so much. I especially love, because I'm not going to lie and say that I don't love some of you more than I love other ones. Okay, I'm not going to pull that bullshit. I especially love when people go over there and actually, like, give me information about stuff. And they're like, hey, by the way, do. Like I got that with, I went over there and I ate some Filipino food. And one of the videos, I had a number of people go over there and hit me up and explain the dish to me because I was like, I don't know a goddamn thing. And I don't. I always appreciate that. But I appreciate any interaction, even if you just watch. Thank you so much. Bye.